What's up everyone, Karu here, welcome back to the channel. We're gonna go back to basics for a little bit. Today we're gonna watch a full practice set against a top 200 player, Estonian Mark Lajal. We practiced in the last tournament in Sarasota. It was a fun little set. I also kind of like the angle that we shot it because it does really show the geometry of playing tennis and how we have to like move in order to be in good positions. Again, just trying to get creative here with like my limitations at the moment since I can't really be on court, but I'll give you some of my 2 cents of what we're looking for when we're in a tournament practicing, and just a little behind the scenes of this life that we live, playing professional tennis. Shout out to Mark, great dude, crazy hair, iconic hair really. And I'm sure we're going to be seeing him a lot, so go give him a follow. I'll put a link to his Instagram down below. And while you're down in the description, all the links there help the channel. You can check out the Carousel shop on Tennis Warehouse. Get yourself some K-pop, sign up for Improve. There's all kinds of links there to help me. But let's do it. Let's just watch a little tennis versus top 200, Mark Lajal. All right, let's watch this one together here. First day of practice, so you're always just trying to get a feel for the court, for the conditions. These hard, true courts they're fast. You can slide on clay, but they tend to be faster than any red clay court. I'm serving with the wind right now. There was a lot of wind. It's sort of diagonal from like the left part of the screen to the top right part of the screen. That's where the wind is going, so it's really pushing the ball that way. So you're always a little tentative hitting the ball, especially when you're hitting to the backhand corner there. The ball can just like drift out. But on clay, you're not overthinking too much. At least I came in trying not to overthink it too much. I had been practicing very well, and something I was telling myself is just find backhands. Just try to, on clay, the more backhands you can find, the better. Even if a player, even like me, who has a great backhand, you're gonna have to win with the forehand. If you can find depth to the backhand corner, you're always gonna be in a good place on clay. So I came in with that sort of attitude, like no matter who I'm playing, if I can hit deep quality balls or good quality balls to the backhand, you're always going to be in a good position to succeed, really. Obviously, in a practice set like this, the intensity is not insanely high. It's not like in a practice match. We're both, feeling things out, working on our own stuff. Like we're always kind of working on your own thing. For me, it was my serve. I was like really trying to focus on making high contact with the ball, like trying to get it right at the peak. That was something I was trying to focus on. Everything else, just keeping it simple. This ball there. Cool. That's a good first ball. That's like what I say, like the angle here really shows like how much we as players have to cover, right? Like especially when you're covering cross. That's a good. I don't mind that shot. See how exposed we are there. You hit a bad shot, like bad return like that, and you see how exposed we are to that diagonal shot, and how much we have to. Right now with the wind, it's been tricky. But how much you have to, cover, especially the crosses. Tennis is all geometry, really. Can keep a return in with so much wind. I'm serving good here. I'm really happy with the motion right there. It's smooth. It's easy. Like my second service, I'm pretty confident on my second serve here, which frees you up to hit the first a little bit better. Boom. Just trying to get as high as possible. Good shot by Mark there. Heavy hand, hits the big ball. Hits a big ball, easy power. Again, in this conditions, like though, it's so easy to not hit the center of the racket that And if you don't, obviously the ball just kind of sails away from you. It's a good shot.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
There. Great angle to watch that. Like, took that one early, even if it was a shorter ball, which is good. Like, sometimes you take a ball early, but you hit it short and away from the opponent. It's great because it puts so much pressure. The ball is bouncing so quickly from the moment that person hits. It puts a lot of pressure on your legs. See how we're struggling controlling the ball from this side to the other side, especially towards that backhand corner there. Toss is going everywhere. Oh, just a little bit. Just dialing in the ranges, Always paying attention to like where, what position on court you kind of need to be. Some places, where the ball is coming to you fast. Even a player like myself who likes to take the ball early, I can't just be hogging the baseline. It's a good ball there. Good miss. That was a good point. She found backhands with quality. So that's something that you're always paying attention to when you go to a new place. It's like, where am I neutral here? Do I need to really go take the ball early to cause damage? Can I play from a little further back and wait for the right opportunity to take the ball slightly earlier? Same on the returns. Do you step in? Do you step out? Just making all those calculations, really. Like here, for example, I did not feel good. Oh, that was a great point. I did not feel good really stepping in the return. It didn't feel like I would get rewarded for that. If anything, I felt like I was just then going to be running backwards afterward. Where if I was further out, I could like really rip it. And then maybe on the second ball, I'm actually moving forward. So I was like, when you're training in a new place, you're trying to figure out, what's effective. Do you really need to go for the first serve all the time? Or can, just playing with a bit more placement helps? Nice, good return there. Oh, that's super lucky on break point. All right, 5-3. Let's see if I can serve it out. Nice. See that high ball to the back, and there's not a lot the player can do. They can only really hit that ball cross. Oh, I missed that. It's always a safe zone. If you can, on clay, if you can play high, deep to the back end, you're always going to have another chance. Oh. That was a great forehand cross there. Again, serve looks really smooth here. I really like it. Deep to the back end. Oh, little double. Nice. And that's set. I think that was 6-3. Quick one here for you guys to watch, but again, I yapped a lot. But one of those things that, when you go to these tournaments, it's a really tricky thing, right? Because we all have a home base. We all practice, we typically with a certain ball in a certain condition. If you grew up on playing on slow clay, like your game identity really is dictated by where you develop. I live in Southern California, no altitude, not a lot of humidity, always kind of sunny. It's great like tennis conditions, trust me, but then you go to Florida and it's incredibly humid. You have to deal with that. There's a lot more wind. It's a little bit hotter, so the ball flies off the racket a little bit more. So that's a really hard part of playing professional tennis. The being able to adapt from week to week to week. Think about right now, like on clay court, the clay court swing, right? Like you're gonna have Madrid, which is like a fast, a little bit of altitude clay court event, and then you go down to Rome, and it's two completely different conditions. So there's something to be said about scheduling when you're playing pros, right? Understanding, you know, where you're gonna play that's gonna give you a little bit of an advantage. Like I've been enjoying playing on clay, but I enjoy playing on a decently quick clay, right? If we're playing on just like an Argentinian slow clay that is like just a, you know, whoever can run more, probably not the best for me, right? But if I'm playing on maybe, you know, Bogota, where it's clay, but there's altitude, the ball is going through the court, that might be helpful for my game. So, but aside from that, this is what we do, man. This is, you know, you go to a tournament, you text each other like, hey, we got practice Friday, we got practice Saturday, whatever. You just set something up. For the most part, we'll just warm up and play a set. If people have coaches with them, they'll do some extra stuff, you know, some feeding, things like that. Since I don't have a coach with me, for the most part, you know, I'll do some extra serving. A lot of the times the tournaments do have actually hitting partners, so if you want to just kind of work on your own stuff a little bit more, you can also do that. But that's just a little bit of the life on tour. Again, quick video today, just want to have some fun, go back to maybe to some simpler times here. Since I'm going to be bored at home just rehabbing, maybe we'll just pump out some more content, some easy stuff like this. Why not? Again, go follow Mark. His Instagram will be down in the description, and you know, check out all the links there. Go check out the Carousel shop, it's cool. And I'm working on a video that I talk about what's like playing top 100 players. In the last year and a half, I've been able to play a lot of players that, you know, got to top 100 or were top 100 before. And I think this could be an interesting video for you guys. So make sure you're subscribed, hit that bell button so you're notified when I post, and I'll see you guys on the next one.